So, if the Republicans are able to take back control of, let's say, at least one of the houses in Congress, how much control does Donald Trump still have on that party? And potentially in 2024, could we see Donald Trump make another run for the White House?
Yep. I
Wow.
know this is a podcast. I should say more than that. Yes. Will Donald Trump be the nominee? Actually, it's up to Donald Trump to decide whether he wants to be the nominee. But if we look at what he has been doing in over the last year, he has basically been systematically attempting to purge any dissent in the party, to purge any opposition to his leadership as the past nominee and the past Republican president, and even in a lot of these states, at the state level, he's been looking at getting I'll call it Trump-friendly Republicans in key positions in a lot of the states and the state machinery. So I'll put this on the table. He'll decide whether he wants to be the nominee. I would hazard to say that if he decides to be the nominee, he will be the nominee. And I'd also say that when you start crunching out these numbers in the Electoral College, he can win. He can defeat, especially if it's him against Biden. And so Donald Trump coming back should not be dismissed, and is a possibility because he is setting the stage for that. And a Donald Trump win in the Electoral College, not in the popular vote, but in the Electoral College, should not be dismissed either.
I think this is pretty amazing to some of us who are watching the January 6th investigation into the Capitol Hill riots, and America's just still so divided, and Trump has so many loyal supporters. I guess a bigger question for Canadians, though, is how would this impact Canada if we saw another Donald Trump presidency, and really, has Joe Biden's presidency been any better for us?
Well, what we've seen, at least in the first year of the Biden presidency, is a significant focus for Joe Biden. And let's face it, he's the president of the United States. He's focused on domestic politics and domestic issues. That's usually bad for other countries when America focuses on domestic political priorities. But the key thing here, you were talking about whether Donald Trump would be any good for Canada, or even if Joe Biden has been good for Canada. The key thing strategically here is that both of those individuals, actually, why don't we just say both of the parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, are actually chasing after the same voter, Midwestern men, right? Middle-aged and older men, blue collar. And the Democrats need those voters in order to hold on to power. The Republicans need those voters in order to get to power. And, these individuals are more likely to be more focused on an America First policy, more focused on protecting jobs in America. And as a result, I would hazard to say that the binational relationship between Canada and the United States, I think the risk is not who the president is. The risk is who the voters are that whoever is president will need to keep happy in order to stay in power. And right now, those Midwestern blue collar male voters, and their focus on putting American interests first and not being as global as other types of voters, is a risk to the binational relationship.